Now we will discuss the question answers of the first chapter, A Letter to God. The first question is, who does Lancho have complete faith in, and which sentences in the story tell you this? The answer: Lancho has complete faith in God, as he is instructed that God knows everything and helps us in our problems. That is his belief. And the sentences which show us this in the story are as follows. The first one: But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope: help from God. The second sentence: All through the night, Lancho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. The third sentence: God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. The fourth sentence: he wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled, went on. And the last one: God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lancho what he had requested. Well, students, these are the sentences which show that Lancho had complete faith in God. These are from our textbook, easy to search. That is our first answer. Now, we will see the next question. The second question: why does the postmaster send money to Lancho? Why does he sign the letter God? Now, the postmaster sent money to Lancho in order to keep faith of Lancho alive in God, and firm as he was, completely moved by it. This is why the postmaster wants to help him. He knew that Lancho had complete faith in God when he read the letter which he had written, and he didn't want that Lancho's faith be shaken in God. So he thought of helping him by sending the money which Lancho had asked for. He gathered money with the help of his post office employees and friends on behalf of God, and then signed the letter God, so that Lancho's faith does not get shaken. Now we continue with the third question. Did Lancho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why or why not? Well, Lancho never tried to find out who had sent the money to him, because he had so much faith in God. He never suspected that God won't be present. He thought God is present everywhere, and I have complete faith in God that whatever he will ask to God, God will grant him his wish. And he could not also believe it that anybody else other than God could send him the money. That is the amount of faith and trust which Lancho had in God, that if God helped him, if he got the money, it would be only God and nobody else who would send him that money. Now the fourth question: who does Lancho think has taken the rest of the money, and what is the irony in the situation? Now Lancho thinks that the post office employees, the staff members who are in the post office, they have taken the money. He only got 70 pesos. He had asked God for 100 pesos. Now he doesn't know that the people who helped him are the post office people. They helped him. God never helped, because the postmaster was moved by the letter which he read. He thought that it would be better that we help this man, not to shake his faith in God. So they helped him, but unfortunately they could only collect 70 pesos. So they sent 70 pesos to Lancho. Lancho thought God will never make a mistake. God's plan is perfect. He must have sent the total amount of money. But then he thought this post office people must have taken away the money or stolen the money. That is why he calls them a bunch of crooks, because he does not get the full 100 pesos. The irony in this situation is that Lancho is suspecting those people who helped him in his problem and tried to keep his faith alive in God. This is the irony of the situation, that those who helped him, he is doubting them. The next question: are there people like Lancho in this world, and what kind of a person would you say he is? You may select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. Well, to find people like Lancho in today's world is next to impossible. We can say that Lancho is a naive person, N-A-I-V-E. Naive means he doesn't have the understanding of the world, how the world runs, and he doesn't question also anybody. And though he is not stupid, we can tell him to be stupid. Why? Because he wrote a letter to God, okay, but then there was no address on it. Say suppose you write a letter to your friend, or say suppose you are staying in a hostel, all you students, and you want to write a letter to your daddy. You write a letter, and what, you will write your daddy's name and post it? It will never reach. You need an address. Without address, no letter reaches nowhere. So this is what happened. He wrote a letter to God without any address. Now, because he had faith in God, he thought he will get everything. In real world, people are selfish and greedy. Lancho is totally different. He is quite lovable that way, and that is why we love him. Though we can say he is a stupid person, but then he is quite a lovable person, because he doesn't have any kind of bad or ill feelings towards the world. He just is a normal human being who is a bit different from the regular people. And the last question: there are two kinds of conflicts in the story. First is human and nature, and second is between humans and humans. How are they illustrated in the story? Okay, the first conflict between humans and nature, here it is illustrated by the destruction of Lancho's crops. How the hailstorm totally destroyed Lancho's crop. It started raining nicely, Lancho was very happy, and then suddenly hailstones started to fall from the sky. He was thinking he will have a good harvest. Instead, that good harvest never happened. Why? Because hailstones destroyed the standing crop of Lancho totally. He had worked very hard throughout the year so that he could feed his family by whatever crop he could harvest from his field, which he had grown. But unfortunately, nature turned violent and destroyed everything. This is the first conflict between human and nature, that the rain drops became hailstones and it destroyed his crop. The second conflict is between humans and humans. This is illustrated how that the postmaster along with his staff members tries to help Lancho. He had demanded money from God, Lancho, of 100 pesos. They collected, but they could collect only 70 pesos, and they gave it to him. Now when Lancho got the letter and he read it, he thought that the post office staff had taken away his money, and he called them a bunch of crooks. Crooks is thieves. This is what he called them. He never knew who sent him the money. He thought God has sent him the money, and God never makes a mistake. He had demanded 100 pesos, but he got only 70. This is the amount which the post office people were able to collect. And in spite of doing a good work, Lancho blamed the post office staff himself. This shows that man does not have faith in another man, which gives rise to this conflict between humans and humans. That is just because Lancho never questioned who had sent him the money. So these are the question answer, students, of the first chapter, A Letter to God.